Going to a premiere is very frightening. You're incredibly nervous about the outcome. The emotions that you experience are extreme elation and total dread.
Hey, George.
Hey, what's up? Just couple hours before the premiere. Would you hear the rain out there? There's Skipper. I'm very nervous to talk in front of all these people. I got phones and doors, and am I doing okay? How do I look, okay?
You look great.
Do I look like a film director? Or a funeral director? The entire movie was typed right in this corner. My stomach's a mess.
Yeah, get him a glass.
There you go. The Italian-American Wonder Drug.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, I'll probably get right to the mic and go, bleh. Oh my God, what if nobody shows up? The closer we get, the more nervous I get.
They're calling it Storm Watch 2001.
Are they really? Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'll call the car if you want in about 10 minutes.
Here we are, minutes away from the premiere.
When you get up there, say, if you don't like it, I just want to remind you that it's pouring.
Yeah, it's pouring outside.
It's pouring outside.
Yeah.
The traffic is awful.
Yeah.
I will say that. Can I say that? All right, let's do this.
Okay.
Whoa.
Here we go.
I gotta go to the bathroom.
What's the protocol here? Should we get out? Or you guys get out?
George Gallo, the director.
It was a very long, hard road to get here to this premiere. On the first day of shooting, I kind of couldn't believe it was happening.
Day one.
Day one, baby.
Day one. 49 more to go.
Day one, George. How's it been going?
3 hours sleep. Good. Great.
Yeah, baby. First day. You know how people do this. Day in and day out. Yeah, it's rough. It's rough.
I'm just here to catch a train.
We have learned a lot about back massagers today.
I'm looking to get a back massage.
Apparently, if you hook a back massager up to a serious hot battery, it can be very beneficial, but not only for your back.
I just remember seeing all those people standing around, and I just had this big, stupid smile. My God, I'm doing this. And then, again, it's suddenly you realize you're on a clock, and you've got to start producing, and you've got to start bang out everything, and you just do it.
You're killing. You're killing, yeah. I can't.
Yeah.
I love doing it.
Hello there. Right away! Okay, you're going again. Right away. I don't want to get in the middle of that. It's acting stuff.
They're talking about you.
Are they?
George is just like high energy. I don't know if you've met him yet, but he's just like, yeah, I just got, we got to do.
George is one of those guys that will listen to everything you have to say before you say no.
I don't know why I'm running from him.
He'll, Hold on, let me think about it. How about this?
Barry. Hey, guys, great first day.
Let's say the atmosphere was, on the first day of shooting, was up. Everybody was happy.
Orlando, day one.
Yeah, day one.
What do you think?
Day one's over. George yelled at me 3 times. George said cut 7 times. I flipped 4 lines. I only had diarrhea once. So I feel pretty good about the day. Here we go.
On day 6, we shot the scene where Daryl gets mugged by the thug in front of his apartment. I had walked Teo Van Zandt, cinematographer, through it in broad strokes because he had to shoot what I had in my head. And I had walked the stunt coordinator, Joel Kramer, through it.
Hold on.
That is the first time that I had rehearsed that scene with the actors.
Tim, are you all right? Your first concern is him, okay? Are you okay? You sure you're all right? Yeah, I'm all right, all right.
Do the hey, stop.
Yeah, then you start blowing the whistle, okay?
Nothing can touch me today.
That's money.
You okay?
There's Laney.
Orlando's a trickster. That character is a very bottled up character. Sometimes he'd get bottled up and he'd have to blow up some steam, which is fine. I mean, whatever he needed to do to relax.
How does it feel, huh? How does it feel, George? Camera all in your face, huh? How does it feel?
I asked if we could find real Harry Krishnas and dress in the proper garb and do the music the way they really do it. I didn't want it to look like a joke. I wanted it to look real, like much of the movie. I just wanted you to believe the moment. We had a great time, all of us working on that scene.
I didn't know Harry Christians got that funky. They gave me a book and they autographed it for me. Yeah, they thought the performance was wonderful. I thought their performance was wonderful because they were authentic Harry Christianers. And we love the Harry Christianers. I'm just trying to understand why they call them Harry Christianers when they ain't got no hair.
So they're gonna do the parting thing, right? Yep. Because I don't want to see him at all. I want to see all backs, and they kind of part, revealing Eddie.
Great thing about working with Eddie is he comes from a dance background. I mean, he's incredibly agile. I love watching people do their craft. The most important thing about directing is creating an environment for people to do their best work. It seems quite absurd to get a bunch of talented artists and craftsmen and actors together and then somehow tie them up in a way where they cannot do their best work. Especially with a comedy. I mean, people have to feel free to swing. Eddie's also a black belt in karate.
Save your strength, my son.
Who had feelings for Ling Ling Cha?
Ah, you one hung low.
My job is to allow people to do their best.
And then just trip over my feet. Just play it like you trip. Fall forward. Right, I get up.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they were all shells.
Damn, I'm impressed.
The Emu Ranch was shot in 9 days, and I always thought if I got out of the Emu Ranch alive and on time, the rest of the picture was essentially I was going to coast my way home.
Welcome to El Emu Ranch Motor Courts and Estates. I guess an early version of Vegas. It's sort of like the Bates Motel without the murder.
I don't remember the last time I saw an emu ranch in a movie or emus in a movie. I've never actually seen an emu till we went on a location scout for this picture.
The emus stink. It was a rough shoot that day, you know. Emus pecking on your clothes. You know, they like anything shiny and try to eat you.
When we were there, we shot it pretty much in sequence. I mean, the idea was we were wrecking the place little by little, and, you know, once we wrecked it, we didn't want to put it back together.
Then all hell breaks loose. The Pepsi truck pulls up.
Shit! The Pepsi truck!
The cookie truck pulls up.
Shit! Mother's cookies! Mother's damn cookies!
And all these black ops start just shooting up the entire motel.
What I wanted to have happen was that the gate gets shot to pieces of the corral, and all the emu come running around in the crossfire. It would have been funny. I thought sort of Jurassic Park image of them running along. We were firing off guns, and they would just stand there and shit. I'm a real animal person, so I said, we'll just do the gun battle without the birds. Dolores was actually 3 different dogs because each dog was, say, proficient in one area. Dolores had absolutely no ego problems. Everyone warned me. They said, don't ever work with children or animals. And these dogs were just amazing.
Who's the star of the movie?
The dog Willow loves the camera, and the dog loves to work. This dog loves being the center of attention, loves getting the shot right. It's very obvious. When everybody went, yay, you could feel that the dog was very, very happy that he had gotten it right.
All right.
I'm going in. See you guys on the other
Michael,
side.
you still want, a
lot of people don't know how tough it is to do this kind of thing. You're driving 10 miles an hour. And you're gonna gun it to about 30, 35. It's dangerous. There's cops out there on the road.
Still trying to find the mirror.
And I am black.
God!
He's a certified killer.
I just love the idea of a rocket sailing slow motion, pretty much coming out the lens. Like, you know, when you were a kid, one of those ST's rockets everybody shot up? It was like one of those little rocket engines was placed in the back, lit with a fuse, and it just sailed down the wire.
Gonna blow 2 cars up 20 feet in the air and turn them over with a big fireball.
When it came time to shooting the explosion with the 2 police cars, I have to admit there was a tremendous sense of excitement to watch it. And also, there's some sense of fear because I'd gotten to know the stunt people very well. Nothing was left to chance.
Driving through the explosion's gonna go 25 feet before they get there.
Now.
And what I'd like to do now is hand you over to Terry Frazee so he can explain to you what's kicking these cars up and what kind of flames coming out. But before that, we're also going to run timing rehearsals where we set the cars in for all the cameras.
You know, you write these things and they're fun to write, but then suddenly you have to really do them. So I was nervous about it. My wife was with me. Everybody was there. We had 8 cameras running. I couldn't believe that they did. They did it in one take.
Each one of these cars has 60 ounces of black powder underneath it and a steel plate it's pushing on. When it goes, you're going to feel a loud whomp. The ground's going to shake just a tad. And if you don't have to be around, get behind something, look at it afterwards on the video. There'll be a minimum amount of people in the video village over here. Everybody else is going to be back here behind this building.
Ready, and action!
When it was all in the can, the entire sequence, I was very, very happy. As a writer, I've written action sequences for other films, but now my butt was on the chopping block. But I was very pleased with it because it really was what I had in my head.
Cut! Beautiful!
And it was just great to sit there and say, wow, I really can do this stuff.
How many cameras did we have on that?
We had 8 cameras.
Come on! I don't
this
want the nostrils.
explosion. Job opportunity that she has.
Do you like my earrings? Where do they come from?
They're Australian. That's why you hear all the good day mates in the background.
Comes up really close. He's like,
Larry's gonna get it. Oh, come on, answer the phone.
Frank, ladies.
Ladies have been consistent crybabies for the last 10 years.
They playing tonight in the finals. This evening, they playing tonight. Hey, Frank, you know New York lost. Hey, did I tell you Spreewell's already in retirement? Yeah. They on the golf course. They probably swimming, shooting pool like you do.
What's going on out there, George?
A terrible dust storm. It's like grapes of wrath.
That man called Superman just Shaquille O'Neal. You know, after the guy destroyed, you know, your people trying to get to the playoffs, you know, and didn't make it to the finals. What's the name of your team again? Oh, the Knicks, that's right. Tough guy. But Patrick Ewing with the bad knees. Yeah, that's him. Spreewell, the dude with the braids, yeah. Then you got that other little cat. What is his name?
Actually, we're waiting for the sun, literally.
To do what?
Come out, but we're gonna get this one shot that's beautifully backlit.
All of them in pain. They broke up, their knees hurt. One of them pinkish shaft over here, you know what I'm saying? Neck twisted off to the side.
We can all go home and watch the lake.
Frank, what I'm gonna do for the Knicks, I'm gonna get a chiropractor, put it on my bill.
It's a hell of a day. We're actually out of schedule. Aren't we scheduled?
We're doing great. Yeah.
Doing great,
yeah,
see?
Yeah. Doing great. We gonna fix these people up, because they all out of line. That's the problem.
This is going great. It's almost scary.
Yeah, they dealing with this whole but the back is over here bumping into the, you know, that's what happens.
Well, the Perla Fashion Show was shot around day 40. We picked the location it's actually in the museum downtown Los Angeles. We picked it because in a very short amount of time, we were just trying to say money, money, money for Orlando's lifestyle. So I just wanted something lush and big columns, high ceilings, just something that felt sort of a new kid on the block playing around with old money.
There are 300 more people on set than are normally on set today.
Yay, La Perla model.
Today, La Perla model is in underwear. Walking up, all day long, till 1 o'clock in the morning. This is better than the Spice Channel.
And there's something about 44, 24, 36 that just makes every actor have an exquisite day.
Greatest boom men in the business right here. I had 2 days to shoot something that I thought it should have taken 3 or 4 days to shoot, and it was a very complicated thing with 3, 4 cameras running. They could have been model's legs or emu legs. I just wanted to get the shots and get moving. Did you get that? Did you get that fine move?
I just can't remember my lines today for some reason. It's gonna take at least a week until I get a date with one of them La Perla models for us to finish this scene. Yeah.
Giving Minty the fake eye, one of the reasons it was done because I wanted him to be memorable. You see him only once at the beginning. He says a few lines, and you've got to remember him at the end of the picture.
What is up with your eye, G?
I'm a former hard contact lens wearer, so it makes it really easy to wear. This is kind of a soft, it's what's called a scleral lens. I have no peripheral vision here, so I do things and gesticulate and slap people, and they've been very kind around here with not slapping me back.
The chemistry between Eddie and Orlando at the La Perla fashion show at that point, we'd shot about 2/3 of the movie already, and they really knew and trusted each other real well. And they enjoyed giving and taking from one another, which has to be done in order. And for a comedy team, one has to know when to lay back and let the other guy go, and it was all second nature by then.
What Orlando brings to the equation is a deep-rooted sickness that I can relate to, you know, both of us being outpatients on a weekend pass.
Some cats you like, some cats you don't like. Him I like.
It's like, you know, playing in a band, you know. We both a little funky.
The inventive minds of Orlando and Eddie collectively on this picture offering us so much more.
Yeah, because they could just think right away on their feet, and they think it's writers.
His shit is considerably less funny if it doesn't play real.
I'm maniacal about the structure and about the intent, but the words are just window dressing.
I think your stuff is saying the best stuff in the scene.
What part of the scene did you like? I didn't write all of it.
It was great fun to watch Eddie dance. Most of it is because he's a wonderful dancer. So whenever someone is that, you know, does something with such grace, it's a thrill to watch. Eddie certainly is a perfectionist, and I think Eddie gets high from performing. I mean, like once he starts, he doesn't want to stop, and I knew I'd gotten it. He just wanted to keep doing it, and I can't blame him. And the crew was all for it because it was just great to watch.
Perfect. Oh, one more.
Ready, and action!
When we got to the mansion shootout at the end of the schedule, I was very happy with everything that I'd shot. And I knew this was the end of the movie now, and I had to make this live up to the rest of the film.
All right, let's move on.
Moving on. Date's good.
Pictures up.
Oh, well, we didn't shoot it? Okay.
Now you can see, G, all that stuff.
Today is fun. Today, all the dialogue, I have one line, and I yelled this, they shot Minty, that's my line. And I screwed it up on one of our rehearsals. I said, they shot Milty, so now I'm reaping that. But it's lots of squibs, lots of stunts.
Now,
You don't fire till he gets way behind you.
Exactly. Okay? I can even just duck behind you, you know.
Exactly. Cool.
The pressure's off us, and it's on them.
And the other thing is watch when he comes in with where the guns are pointing. I don't want that ever to be when he's coming in. I shot Minty. Yeah, exactly. Down, sideways, anything except towards his face.
I don't know that much about guns, actually, but the gun handlers are extremely careful. There's a series of safety checks to make sure that the actor is never walking around with a gun that could fire a blank or fire anything.
Second, and sit. Ready, and action.
We rehearsed that gun battle over and over again to make sure everybody had it right, everybody could hit their marks.
All right, good, perfect. Bang, bang.
Hey, what we gonna do?
It's actually the reverse, but don't worry about it. Yeah, squib city. Bang, bang. Bang, bang, bang. Okay.
What happens next?
What happens? They're in their position.
You guys are laying down fire, a little bit of fire back and forth.
That's right. They're in their position.
We had lots of cameras running. We're shooting in scope. There's a depth of field problem when you're shooting in scope, so people had to hit marks while there's a lot of stuff flying through the air.
There's squib shit going on.
That's right.
What happens? Are we popping up and shooting or staying?
It's sort of like choreographing a dance number, only with stuff breaking in it.
Okay, that's when the dialogue with Eddie goes.
That's right. Okay, got it. All right.
B marker only.
Here we go. Be on tape. Right. Here we go. Ready. Ready. And action.
That's perfect. That mark, that's great.
I'm like a safety nut. I wanted to make sure nothing went wrong.
He thinks I'm gonna go through the window.
Don't
Tempered
do it.
glass. I'm not
Don't
gonna
do
do it.
Good, I'm just looking out.
And you're gonna stay down until he fires the first two.
No, no, no. He's firing on and. I'm gonna go ready and. Actually, he's firing a couple on and.
And then he's gonna go down. Yes. Thank you.
Here we go. Fire and hold. Roll. Ready. And action.
I felt a certain degree of pressure getting the entire shootout sequence right. I had no real experience in this other than what I had in my head.
That was too fast, right? I think it looked pretty good.
I was very impressed at how safety conscious everybody was. Movies about stuntmen are highly inaccurate, that they're a bunch of cowboys drinking beer, and I mean, that's not at all how these guys behave.
Ready. And action.
Oh, look great, man.
Everything's good out here.
There's a little bit right here inside your face.
All right.
Stevie, got any cuts?
Little tiny one.
All right. Let me get the medic and give us some eye wash.
He's right here.
All right, Steve, don't move. He's all right. Come on up, Steve. Had a look. Have him look at you. Look great. Got a couple little minuters.
Hey, you know what, Jeff?
That was great.
I don't want to.
You got some chips around your
Nothing a little makeup won't fix.
You look great.
We're going again.
All right.
When Martinez jumps out the window, that was all that safety glass, but they fired it with a charge. They splintered it. If you look actually in slow motion, you'll see it goes off just before he gets there. When we wrapped at the Gutierrez Mansion set, all the actors were being wrapped, and the only actor remaining was Eddie Griffin.
Hey, can I keep the eye, man?
It's yours. It's yours.
I'm gonna sell it on eBay.
And
Pleasure working with you. Yes, indeed.
The very last day of shooting was shot on the Colorado River, and it was the scene where Eddie is crossing the river trying to get into Mexico.
Joel,
Yes, my dear.
let me get the whole ensemble here.
We had about 100 extras working with him in the river. I think these extras were very thankful to be in the river. It was easily 120 degrees.
Joel, what are you suiting up for?
We're suiting up to safety our man who's going to go inside that car when we drive it off into the water. Make sure he doesn't drown.
They're expendable. I'll just make sure you buy new ones.
Okay, are you ready?
I'm ready. Oh, I'm not ready.
I was really proud of the crew, and I was happy that we managed to maintain ourselves as true professionals through a lot of grueling stuff. Nobody ever blew up, lost their cool. We didn't have a single incident.
Excellent job.
Anything complicated going on, camera-wise? You have any
Not
underwater
really.
cameras?
We have one underwater camera. That is when Eddie's gonna bob up out of the water. We start under the water and we come up. It's not complicated. We luckily had to place the cameras in sticks.
Kevin?
And it were the perfect positions. Otherwise, we would have had problems.
Kevin?
With the cameras in the
It's
water.
not in
because
base
the
cam.
water's pretty deep in the middle.
How many cameras do you have going?
3 and 1 underwater camera.
Really?
The water's really warm right here.
Background action.
You getting wet, baby?
Yeah, my ass and my nuts is soaked.
What? Time what we have to do is I have to wait for this camera, close camera, to be completely set. Ready? Then I'll cue you to go under, and I'll cue Eddie to go under.
Willow refused to get in the river. No, actually, the dog that they had swimming instead of Willow in the river was just like a proficient swimmer. This was the Johnny Weiss stunt dog.
Ready? And action, Eddie. Action, Joe. Come here. Dolores! Here I come, girl.
Nice swimming work, Spitz.
Do you want to take your...
That's a wrap.
That's a wrap! Put everything into it today with the wetness.
See on the red carpet.
George, any parting words?
I am just... No, I'm overwhelmed. I'll start crying.
God bless you.
When I said that's a wrap, I remember it very specifically. I was very, very choked up. It was sad. I mean, there's a sense of joy that you're wrapping it up. But there's a sense of kind of profound sadness because many of these people you probably won't work with again. And you bond very tightly. We work together. We have a lot of fun together. We trust each other. And then suddenly it's over.
Wait, a big hit for Joe Kramer, everybody.
Yeah, Joe!
And it's very emotional and it's sad. But, you know, it's part of the game.
Thank you, Uncle George.
Dave.
Thank you.
Dave.
Sachi.
Thank you. So did you. This is it, right?
That's a wrap.
Making a movie, to think that you've got something in your head and that you're going to put it down on a piece of paper, and in a couple of years later, you're going to end up sitting in a theater sharing it with 1,000 people, and they're all going to laugh at something that made you chuckle by yourself. It's a pretty amazing experience, and it's a real nice payoff.
The opening was a big success. I'm very, very happy. I'm going to have a cocktail now, a well-deserved cocktail.